being young, fit, 16-year-old kid, they're like, you can fix this with some chiropractic care and physical therapy, and you won't have any problems. So we did that. It worked. I mean, I didn't have issues with it for years after that. Now the therapy was pretty aggressive for a while, but ended up no problem. So everything was good. And then get into college a couple of years later, obviously, graduate college, go to grad school, and I was playing slow pitch softball. And one night before the game, I bent down to field the ball and literally just felt my back just completely shift almost, which was a feeling I'd never had before. It would never felt like that. So it was kind of like, oh man, what happened? I went to a chiropractor. He did all kinds of treatment and fixed me, and I was good. 3 years later, the exact same thing happened again. So it just kind of seemed to never go away. And always just kind of these nagging little injuries, but I could get some treatment, I would be fixed, and I would be good to go for a certain period of time. Well, about this time last year, I could tell it started happening again. I was starting to feel uncomfortable. Couldn't sit for long periods of time, couldn't stand for a long period of time. And I was like, okay, I know this is fixing to happen. So I tried to get ahead of it. Went to a chiropractor here in town. Did not seem to help at all. I mean, I've always been able to kind of have it fixed with chiropractic care and some PT, but this time that wasn't happening. So just did some research online, found another doctor here in town that kind of was a back specialist. I went to him first, and he was great, incredible. Had me do an MRI. He said, yeah, you have some problems that we need to address. And he asked me at that time if I would want to do surgery if necessary. I said, I will do whatever it takes to not have to deal with this any longer. So he said, well, let's just try an injection first. So we tried an injection, and about 10 days later, I felt like I was in the most pain I had been in before any of that other process. And so he referred me over to Carlson. They used to do these surgeries together. The guy that I was meeting with at the time, he just did not perform operations any longer. But he said, if you want to get it fixed, go see Dr. Carlson. So came over here, he saw my MRI, he was like, yeah, you need work done and we can fix it. And so, you know, I had a lot of questions about a major invasive back surgery, which, not that I was afraid to do it, but I've always been able to be fixed without it. And he was like, I think it's to the point where it's not going to get better. Had 3 discs that were all messed up, and he answered all my questions, was very good. And I just asked him point blank, I said, you're the pro, you're the expert, what would you recommend? And I would say, I recommend let's do this. He said, I'll never tell you this is what you need to do, but he said, this is what I would recommend. So last August, had the surgery, went home that day, followed my PT to the T, did everything perfectly, went through PT here with the OSC folks across the street, and haven't looked back. I run, play golf, box, and I'm able to do anything that I want to do, need to do. Last 2 weeks ago, ran a 10K. So just 6 months, 7 months after surgery, I'm able to do anything and everything I want and need to do. You know, I've been so grateful to Dr. Carlson and the team. Continue to thank him every time I've been to see him, just because I don't know what it would be like if I had not done this.